ArchyFantasies plays video games, but today this is also a Geek Eats Cafe video. We are prepping for none other than The Sims 4, the other winner of last year's poll on what food should be eaten first. I'm sure you're all hoping that I make the goopy garbanzo. Joke's on you, I've already looked up the recipe. But, so let's load our game. Actually, since we're already somewhere, let's use our vacation time to do a little culinary tourism. Are you hungry? Good. Nope, we're not cooking. You're not cooking. Nope. Today, we're culinary tripping. Culinary tripping with my hungry Sims. Hey, how? That's a vampire. Why is he in... You know what? We're not even gonna ask. He's probably gonna burst into flames. Complete sentences. So we are in the cantina, which is the big social area for... I don't know where I am. So we are in Salvador Rada, which is, if you can tell from the screenshot here, this is the Sims version of everything related to jungles and Mayan, and it's a mash. It's a mashup. It's Hispanic, it's Latino, it's Mayan, Aztec-y. There are some other videos to watch where we were actually taking this. I'm still like trying to figure out why Vladislav Strad is... Anyway, I'm getting distracted. But we're in the Cantina de Arboro de Jaguar, which I do believe means the jaguar in the tree, or the tree of the jaguar. But it's also the big social center for anything that your Sims is going to do. Can I? Alright, so we are here. Oh, look, it's raining at my house, and it's raining in my Sim game. Fantastic. So, my Sim is hungry, and apparently is going to go dumpster diving. My Sim does not need to go to college. My Sim is special. So, this is the one and only... This is the one and only food stall in Salvador Rada. Salvador Rada. And as you can see, it's very... If you've seen the food stalls in the Sims game, and we'll go look at some of the other food stalls, maybe here in a bit, depends on how much time she's got on her vacation. But, you know, they try to dress this kind of stuff up. They try to make it look like you could identify the cuisine that the place would be serving, you know, if you came upon it. Those are like, I'm guessing those are like empanadas. That looks like cornbread. Got some black beans or maybe olives going on here. Oh no, it vanished. Why? So there's some kind of like stir-fry thing going on back here. Maybe some spicy rice. I don't know. Something with carrots. I don't know. This kind of looks like an avocado to me. You know, but to let you know that you're not in normal Simtown, SimSA. It's a citrusy fruits there. The illegible... Though I will say that's not the normal Sim writing that we got used to in Sims 3. So that's a different kind of Simlish. But it could just be a bunch of scribbles. So it is the Sims. Yeah, see the Simlish here. We can do this. The Simlish here looks a little bit different than the Simlish anywhere else. But that is the Simoleon symbol on the empanadas. So shoes. Oh my god, shoes. At super fast speed, because I ain't got time for this crap. Okay, so... And apparently I have to sit all the way over here. Okay, so let's order see what our food options here are. And you get to see how incredibly bad what I pass off as Spanish is. So, but what I do like is no matter where you go, they try to match the food up, or at least they did in the first, in Sims 3. And here in Sims 4, Salvadorado is one of the first towns, worlds, quote-unquote, neighborhoods, whatever you want to call them, that has its own culture to it. And again, you can tell where they're trying to go with this because they've got, you know, a Repariano con Perico, arepa de Pableno, empanadas de verda, pastale de palmito, plantanos fritos. Plantanos fritos. I do like plantains. I know that word. Pastel de camarero and brunellos. How you say that? Brunillos. Yep. I apologize to whoever's language I just spent the last 5 minutes butchering. But my point being is you can tell what they're trying to go for culturally with the food here. Now, the really neat thing about all of these is that these are, unlike with Elder Scrolls Online where we have to like guess where the food's coming from, we can tell where the food's coming from, and these recipes are all something that can be looked up. So here's the interesting thing about this game. I said that a lot. So here's the thing I like about this game is, like, she can buy this recipe for her 2 simoleons. Take forever. No, order your food. Take forever and order your food. It's fine. Hi, I'm not from here. I don't know how to pronounce any of these words. Am I going to get the runs? Yeah. Anyway. Sorry. Only we're gonna come talk to this guy. Hey, Alonzo. I just ate this thing. It's really good, and I'm apparently not dying from it, so... Oh, but okay, so did I not learn that recipe? No, I didn't learn that. So another interesting thing that this game does is you have all these quick meals. I like the quick meals. I've never had soda as a meal. I have had milk, ham and cheese, chips, cheesy crackers. I know people that live on those. I have lived on cereal, applesauce, animal crackers, yogurt, peas, and a PB&J. Was the ham and cheese? Yeah, ham and cheese sandwich. So, you know, just quick things that anybody can eat. Nothing really challenging, which is kind of the point. Microwave meals. You got your breakfast burrito and your pizza rolls and some oatmeal. A microwave pastry. Random microwave dinner. Some instant noodles and chicken nuggets. And your food also, they have like a menu that changes. I don't have a stove. So all I can make is a garden salad. I guess I could, like, resume this garden salad. Yeah. Go get that garden salad. Now, they did with this new one, they broke things up into these categories. Her baking skill is not that high, so all she can make right now are sugar cookies, pre-mixed brownies, and breadsticks, which... I don't understand why you can make breadsticks. I personally think breadsticks are harder to make. Because you gotta, like, split the dough up and then you also have, like, this cook a grand meal, which is just kind of, like, generic. Like, everybody gets this skill, even though it's not gourmet. And there's a gourmet cooking one, which we'll get into. But we've got the grand breakfast, the ham dinner, the fish dinner, the tofurkey dinner, and the turkey dinner. That should have been a turducken. They should have had a turducken. I would totally make that turducken. So these are all of the... I used to be able to show any level. I guess I can't. So this is what you can cook at cooking level 1. And I don't want to cheat my well, I could cheat it up and then cheat it back down again, I guess, but we're not going to. So right now I can make garden salads and fruit salads because they don't require cooking. The infamous grilled cheese. For whatever reason, the cakes are under cooking now. Makes no sense. And I know there's a couple mods that will move the cakes into baking, but they constantly break because of the updates to the game, so I just quit. Eggs and toast, mac and cheese, franken beans. Those are the things that a first level cook in the game can cook. Let's see, we can grill some stuff. I assume she cut herself. Franks and beans again, a veggie burger, tofu dogs, sausage and peppers, hot dogs, hamburgers, and grilled fruit. Now, what I do like about this game is... I don't know why you're smelling your salad. It's a salad. But this game did go through the effort of not only making the individual meals look different. Now the cooking animations and the eating animations are all pretty much the same. I think there's a couple that change up. But for the most part, like I think if you have chopsticks, if you have the chopstick skill, your sim will actually eat with chopsticks. But I do like that the images for the meals in-game changes, and there's some consideration put into what each meal is going to look like. I don't know what that face was. I'm just saying, if your salad pours like that, maybe too much salad dressing? So here's our salad. We've got like some cheese sprinkled on top, some mushrooms, and some tomatoes. Those might be like large carrot or pepper slices, like orange bell pepper. I'm gonna go with carrot. The game's not that creative. And it looks like greens. So, you know, if I were to make this salad, and maybe I will, fresh garden salad, then that's what I would do. I would get myself a bag of mixed greens and chop up some carrots and tomatoes and not eat them because I hate carrots and tomatoes, and then put some shredded cheese and mushrooms on the top. So that's why I was kind of like, when Sims 1, I was like, yay! Simple meals that anyone can make. Oh, I should cook for my pets. I forget you can do that in this game. Let's grill some stuff. My cat is singing the song of his people. I guess those are the sausages for our sausage and peppers. They are laughable. They are. They look like hot dogs. I think this is the same cooking thing for hot dogs. There we go. So this is sausage and peppers. Yeah, like I was saying, like I like that the game went through the effort of trying to make the food look different, and it's not just like a recoloring of a previous dish. I think almost every dish in the game has a unique image for itself. And this is obviously very easy. It is yellow and red bell peppers and sausage. Looks like she burned them. Those look like the way mine look when I grill them. Don't like it? I love this game. Wait, come back. Where are you going? Are you serious? Okay, first off, that poor cat gets no freaking, like, wow. Sims are weird. Alright, polish off your sausage and peppers. Clean the cat box. Freaking weirdo. Unlike with Elder Scrolls, where the motif of things change, you have pretty much free reign of however the game's going to look. So, you know, if you want something from another culture in your house, you can just go, well, I can't right now because we're on vacation, but you can just go and buy it and put it in your house. It's kind of the point of the game, you know, it's a life simulator, blah, blah. We all live in our perfect little palaces with our perfect little baby kittens. So, you know, you have a lot more control over the environment of this game than you have in, like, Elder Scrolls. Like, yes, you can decorate your apartment or your house in Elder Scrolls, but you don't have control of the rest of the environment. In previous incarnations of this game, you had a lot of control over the overall environment and the lot that you were on. In this game, you only have control of the various lots, but that's really neither here nor there. The point is you still have a lot of control, which means as far as looking at cultural spaces in Sims, it's a little bit more difficult because, in all honesty, I get fascinated by watching the animals. In all honesty, there's only a couple different non-white European American-esque worlds here. Like, even Granite Falls is basically like Yosemite Park, if you've ever been. So it's like every great American park that has to do with trees ever. Of course, there's... so this is one of the only culture groups. So you even get a funky little icon for it. And then with the home worlds, like... I know you can make the argument that Windenburg is supposed to be, like, Europe, but it's still Europe, you know? Then there's Magnolian Promenade, which is that, and Newcrest, or whatever you make of them. You know, this is Hollywood. Strangerville is Area 52. Oasis Springs is just a desert area, apparently. There's no dinosaurs in Oasis Springs. But Solani is the only other not European culture here in the game. Now, I have seen people download the neighborhoods and completely revamp them and remake the game altogether. And a lot of times they'll turn Newcrest into kind of I've seen it turned into an Indian theme, like India themed neighborhood, because there are enough items in the game to do that. And I've also seen them turn it into a smashed together Asian style neighborhood world. You can say San Myshuno? I don't know how to pronounce these fucking words. Some people like to say that San Myshuno is the smushed together Asian neighborhood. I don't agree at all. They like to say that because of Machino Meadows, which has a very Asian theme to it. But as far as the rest of everything here, it's not. So, this is the New York City, San Francisco, big city living. This is where all the apartments came in. So it's very like, there's the arts quarter, and the spice market, and the fashion district, and what's this, uptown banking. And then there's, you know, this park over here. I never just randomly start doing that. Just letting you guys know. So we're back home, and we've already examined what can be cooked out of our own refrigerator and stuff. So, home sweet home. I like that the first thing my cat does is go and start snarfing down food. So, again, our sim is hungry. So, what we're going to do is we're going to travel to So San Myshuno. And we're going to go to the spice market. So we need to go. You can't just go. You've kind of got to finagle your way there. So, alright, we're going to go visit Waterside Warble. Not really. I'm going to leave Bragner home this time. I don't take him everywhere. But I do. With this expansion, we got a bunch of culturally specific food stalls. We also got this, which is the produce. Yes, I think we got this. Anyway, it's the produce stand. Alright, I'm tired of yelling over him. So this is the produce stand, and the nice thing about the produce stand is you can look at what the produce looks like without having to actually grow it all. But again, I mean, we're looking at basically the same build out as the stand that was in Salvadorada. But now we have, you know, what you would find at a farmer's market, you know. There's some, what are those, truffles, carrots, I think those are onions, peppers, asparagus, tomatoes, oranges, is it cauliflower or lettuce? Lettuce, maybe cabbage. I like the tea display. And apples, bananas, bok choy, eggplants. These are all things you can actually grow in the game. Like, I could do a farming thing, and I really didn't want to do that. I don't know why my game was doing that. Anyway, you can grow most of these in the game. Let's go over and see what kind of produce we've got. Oh, and the food stall just opened up. Now there's like 7 or 8 different food stalls, I think. What are you doing? Stop eating chips. Where did you even get chips? So anyway, this is the produce you can buy. Apples, blackberries, blueberries, blah blah blah. They obviously recycled, especially when it comes to the berries. They recycled the images pretty much. Oh, that was garlic. You know, you've got your curry powder, you've got some garlic, your weird looking grapes, your very octagonal lemons, your baseball onion, you know, as you do. Raspberries, strawberries, tomatoes. Apparently you can buy wax as well. So these are all things that you can find wild in the game, and you can grow them in the game. And I think if you get your gardening up high enough, you can buy the seed packets for them. But need to slow down. Alright. This is one of my all-time favorite Sims ever. Izzy Fabulous is amazing, and I always marry him off to God, what's his name? Lobo. They are a beautiful couple. I stan them. Anyway, so this is our burrito food bar. Keep in mind that these are all kind of based off of food stalls or food trucks that many of us have in the larger city areas. If you're not in a larger city area, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe you've seen them on TV. But yeah, they're basically just stalls that serve a variety of different types of food, usually within a theme. So this one's obviously tacos and burritos, and a giant fish for some reason. Some shrimp. I don't know. They look like cake rolls that you would get at like a Korean bakery, honestly. You got your hot sauces, you know, your thing that says taco. There was a burrito up here. Let's see. Southwesty kind of a theme going on. And if I come purchase the food, we're not going to haggle this time. Oh, I guess they're supposed to be like already wrapped burritos. Weird. All right, so anyway, these are all foods that you can make. You've got your taquitos, you've got your empanadas, you've got 4 different types of burritos, one in a spinach wrap and one in a tomato wrap, and you can tell because they're both green and red. Now, the really neat thing about this particular expansion, I actually know how to make taquitos. I should make taquitos.
Summer cream! Not so witched. Ooh, Yanabi. Your blick on
I'm like,
TV.
excuse me, I know you were talking to this person, but now I'm going to interrupt you. Dude! You stole my burrito. Did he get the chicken burrito?
Yipspadish. Barove Sensen.
Ah, dag, I got like straight up ignored. She was like, no ma'am, not only are you rude, but you're not getting your taquitos. Damn. That was harsh, man. Well, we can see Izzy enjoying his burrito. His fabulous burrito, because everything Izzy does is fabulous. Look at this man. He is perfect. He's perfect, and he is precious, and he must be saved. Anyway. I forget it doesn't work like that. So, I don't know which burrito this is, but we know it's either the chicken or the bean, because those were the only two that came in the white wrappers. So, there's that. Let's allow Izzy to polish off the rest of his burrito in peace.
A beanie.
Hey, let's go see if we can get our taquitos again. Or is Izzy gonna, like, burrito block us again? Taquitos, go! Yeah, we get it. She's pregnant. Congrats. She, like, straight put her finger in Izzy's face. No! I'm ordering this time. Okay, so these are taquitos. And again, like I was saying, this is what I really like about the game, is that they go through the effort of actually making the food look similar to what it would look like in the real world. So taquitos, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but... Oh, these are excellent. And look, it's the Carbera family. Ooh. And yes, they are related to Goopy. So taquitos are... how to describe it to somebody who's never had them? You see them in gas stations. Do not eat those. They will hurt you. It's just, they're not good for you. But what they are spiced meat, sometimes really fine chopped vegetables, rolled in a real thin, we use wonton skins because my family's weird, but I think they usually use like corn tortillas. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. So they roll them up in a corn tortilla like a cigar. It's really cool. So they're not any bigger than like a cigar. They're finger food. And then you deep fry the whole damn thing. And then you serve it with dipping sauce. They're really good because they come out and they're just super crunchy. And the ones we make are really spicy. So, And that's why we use the wonton wrappers, is because they get like extra crispy. And I don't like corn. But because the whole point of this is to learn to make the food the way it's supposed to be made, I will be making taquitos with corn wrappers. Just to prove to you that I can. Okay, so... Nom nom nom. She likes them! Now, how many of these do I have to eat before the game triggers that really cool thing? Do I have to eat the whole plate? Where are you going? Quit annoying the famous people who can't play basketball. Alright, so here's the thing I was waiting for to happen in the game. So because Archie has eaten the taquitos and finished the plate of taquitos that she purchased from the food vendor stall, she has learned to make the recipe. So the game actually has this mechanic built into it where you can, I think there's 27 recipes that came out with City Living, and those 27 recipes are all kind of quote-unquote ethnic, cultural, if you can see my air quotes. And I mean, they are-ish. I don't know. But the game did work into its mechanics eating and food. And so there's like, once you've eaten the recipe, and I think it has to be an excellent quality, or you can't get higher than excellent. Maybe it just has to be good or higher. Anyway, once you eat the recipe, you apparently like upload into your brain system how to make it, and so your sim can then make the recipe at any time at their home using ingredients. And remember, I showed you the produce stall, which I think is still over there. Yeah, so that's where the produce stall kind of comes in. Now that I've eaten the taquitos, I can come over here and buy the ingredients that I need to make the taquitos. And really all it does is bring the price of the meal down if I make it in-game. And there'll also be a spice festival that rolls around. Like, there was some spice in the produce section here, but there'll be a spice festival that rolls around, and it's kind of neat. I think there's 4 different festivals, and each one has kind of a food theme that goes along with it. And the spice festival is spicy dishes. All spicy dishes. So there's like a spicy pho and all kinds of stuff like that that you go eat. And your sim can actually unlock a hidden skill, which is spice tolerance. Your sim, if they eat enough Asian-themed dishes, can unlock the eats with chopsticks hidden skill. And then I think there's a couple other hidden skills. There is a hidden grilled cheese skill, believe it or not. So, who are you? Sure, you look like a Shingo Murakami. You are a specimen of the ability of Sims to generate random people. Activities. Alright, so like these are the different stalls that are available for the game, and as you can see, most of them came out with City Living. We have the Japanese food stall, we have the American food stall, we have tea and hot drinks, my personal favorite. The Mexican food stall, I think that was the one we were looking at with the taquitos. We have a Filipino food stall. Man, I gotta find... There is a place here, not too far from the Reading Market, where I can get Filipino food. I'm totally gonna go. We got our Chinese food stall, we have our Indian food stall, we have our Moroccan food stall, we have Vietnamese, Uptown. I don't know what Uptown is. Has that ever popped up? The Uptown food stall serves a variety of American food that upscale Sims enjoy when they aren't peering down on other Sims. We have the Uptown Japanese food stall. Ah, yes, and this has the pufferfish sushi in it, which you can actually use to wipe out an entire town of Sims. The Uptown Cupcake stall, so there's that. The Uptown Gourmet Food stall. Gourmet food, because Uptown. Okay, and then we've got the Foodies and Munch and Go. This came out with the Brennelton Bay Pets expansion, so we've got... Looks like it serves... Honestly, I don't think I've ever had my Sim shop at this one. So it looks like... When out and about, and in need of salmon or trout, Foodies, Munches, and Goes is your surefire place to fill up on quick eats without the inconvenience of nearby seats. No salmon or trout sold. That's kind of funny. The Foodie Seafood Sampler. I think this is another one of the stalls where you can just go and buy... Yeah, only freshwater fish all the time. Catch of the Day is another place where you can just buy fish, because fish is one of the things that you can cook in the game. Here's our Salvadoranian food stall, which is very similar to our Mexican food stall. These 4 that came out with the seasons... Yeah, see, this one serves cocoa. I think it serves cocoa and gingerbread. This one serves lemonade and grilled burgers and hot dogs. This one does... I don't know. This is the fall comforts. I think some of them serve like hot toddies and apple cider. We've got Jess's Big Island Barbecue Shack. Again, this is part of the island living. So this one has a little bit more... This is one kind of more ethnic-y. A 4-star Izzy-rated hotspot. You know, we met Izzy. For charred meats and tender vegetables with food slow smoked to perfection using seasonings and spices found only on the Sulani Islands. You will get a flavor profile so complex and unique, you'll want to bring the shack back home with you. Fortunately, if I had the money, I could. And this is the Z's Easy Poke stand. Z rebelled against the culinary world. Dun dun dun! Poke. What is poke? I forgot. A number of simple ingredients found in Sulani Islands as a reminder that everyone can create delicious food. Contrary to popular belief, the poke salad apparently is a Japanese-American Hawaiian dish. So I've tried making it at home. My fish wasn't fresh enough. It turned out terrible. So, yeah. So we've got our fish and these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have just come out with the university expansion. I haven't had a lot of time to play with these. So this is fish and things. So it's probably like fish and chip. Yeah. Fish hand pies, chip buddy, fish and chips, fish sandwich, all things fish. Mushy peas, a British delight. So this is kind of like Britishish food. This one's the Britisher coffee cart. And this one is the Foxbury coffee cart, which sells a variety of different types of coffees and like 4 pastries. Tam-Tam's more than one slice pizza pop-up. So all the pizza you could want. Yeah, they did expand the pizza variety that you can have in the game with this. And then there's the Bob's Kebabs and Wraps, which is going to be our Middle Eastern Mediterranean food. Mediterranean. So this just says Mediterranean kebab inspired dish. Yeah, so Mediterranean and Middle Eastern. As far as definitive culture, like coming out and saying this is this culture, you only really get into that with the food stalls, and that's because the game tries to stay pretty ambiguous as far as quote unquote what culture you're in. They have a habit of mushing everything together, and like I was saying with the Asian thing, they really just kind of mushed all of Japan and China and Korea into one, and it's just kind of an aesthetic that you can get. So you really don't start getting into like cultural food until you get down here into the food stalls, and each one of these food stalls I think has like 5. I think they each have 5 dishes. They'll have like 2 kind of finger foody kind of dishes, then 2 kind of like meal dishes, and I think a dessert. Like with the Japanese food stall, there's like dango. Yeah, there's nigiri and ramen and dango, and I think I will discuss with my partner which food they would like to try first, and I think we'll just pick one of these stalls, and we'll go through the stall's menu. Because, I mean, most of the food that I can cook in the game itself... Here, let's do a little cheating. Anyway, so now that I've done that, let's see. I have unlocked the gourmet meals, but I've also unlocked all of the recipes for cook. So, you know, we've got all these recipes for first level that we had. I mean, I make eggs and toast for breakfast almost every day, you know. It's not as much of a challenge for me to really make, and I mean, eggs and toast is pretty ubiquitous to the European menu. I can talk about the cultural significance of chickens and eggs and bread and butter, but I don't know. There's also the scrambled eggs and bacon. Again, pretty staple, at least in my family. Get your taco casserole and your fish tacos, pancakes, fried tilapia, cheesy eyeballs. They have some like seasonal dishes, like the cheesy eyeballs and the you saw spooky cookies earlier. Yeah, they're all part of the Halloween expansion that came out. And so we got fried fish, got Italian meatballs and spaghetti, things I can make at home, different kinds of cakes and cookies, French toast, minestrone, that's Italianish, fish and chips, clam chowder. I have no idea what camper stew is. So tuna casserole and roast chicken. This is pretty American fare, like the stuff that's here. That's all, I mean, it's American. This is what we eat. This is, when we're not eating hamburgers and hot dogs, this is what we eat. So yeah, so there's quite a list of things that can be made. Okay. You just dig in that crotch while you're cooking whatever it is. I like how she doesn't even wash her hands afterwards. She's just like, scratch, scratch, scratch. Back to making, what am I making, breadsticks?
No.
Yep. That's not how you make breadsticks. What the hell? My cat's psychotic. Psychotic is my cat. But those are all of the cooking skills that there are. And yeah, so we'll just start working our way through the different culture-ish groups that are in The Sims. Oh, the vampire came to visit. Hi, Vladilus. Vladsilus. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a good time and we won't set the kitchen on fire. But yeah, so now I'm going to knock my cooking skills back down to where they were, and I will see everybody in the next video where we will be making some kind of Sim-inspired food.